Everyone gives you the same advice. Count to 10. Breathe. Control yourself in the moment. It does not work. And the Bhagavad Gita explained why more than 2000 years ago. On the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Krishna tells Arjuna that anger is never the beginning of anything. It is the last link in a chain that started long before you ever felt it. So by the time you're trying to control the reaction has already won. Stay with me till the end. Because once you see where that chain actually starts, you will never look at your own temper the same way again.
Consider Kaikeyi in the Ramayana. When word came that Rama would be crowned king, she was pleased and she rewarded the servant who brought her the news. That same servant, Manthara, then began to argue against it. She told Kaikeyi that a crowned Rama meant the end of her son Bharata and her own place reduced to nothing. Kaikeyi did not agree at first. She defended Rama and called the idea foolish. But Manthara did not say it once. She said it again and would not stop. And Kaikeyi kept listening. She let the same thought be repeated to her until it took hold. Then she acted on it. She reminded the king of 2 old boons he owed her, went to the anger chamber and lay down on the ground. When Dasharatha came and swore to grant whatever she asked, she named it. Rama to the forest for 14 years and Bharata on the throne. The king pleaded and wept and offered her anything else instead. She held him to his word. Rama left for exile and the old king died of grief. A thought arrived. It was not sent away. It was repeated and entertained and kept until it became an act that could not be undone. That shape is exactly what Krishna lays out for Arjuna, step by step. Here is the chain in Krishna's own words. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangaste shupajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho abhijayate. Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 62. While a person keeps dwelling on the objects of the senses, attachment to them is born. From attachment comes desire and from desire comes anger. Read that order again, slowly. Anger is 4th on the list. It is not where the trouble starts, it is only where the trouble becomes visible. The real beginning is the very first word Krishna chooses, dwelling. Something happens, a tone you did not like, a message left unread, a remark in a meeting that landed wrong. By itself, it is almost nothing, a few seconds of discomfort that would fade completely if you left it alone. But you replay it on the drive home. You rehearse what you should have said. You picture their face and answer it one more time. And instead of letting it pass through, the mind circles back and touches it again and again and again. That circling is the seed of everything that follows. The sharp reply, the slammed door, the sentence you would give anything to take back. All of it is already growing while you are still just thinking about the thing. This is why willpower in the heat of the moment feels impossible. By the time you feel the heat, you are standing at link 4 of a chain, whose first link you never even noticed. Krishna is not describing a battlefield here. He is describing your ordinary afternoon. So if the moment of anger is already too late, then where do you act? Krishna answers with an image you would never expect from a teacher of warriors. Yada samharate chayam kurmongani va sarvashaha indriyani indriyarthebhyastasya prajna pratishtita. Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 58. When like a tortoise drawing in its limbs from every side, a person withdraws the senses from their objects, then his wisdom stands firm. A tortoise, not a wall, not a fortress, not a fighter swinging back twice as hard. A creature whose entire safety is one quiet motion, pulling inward before the danger can reach what is soft. Notice what the tortoise does not do. It does not argue with the threat. It does not stay out to explain itself. It does not wait to see how bad things get first. It withdraws early, at the very first sign, and lets the danger pass harmlessly over a closed shell. For you, the limbs are your attention. The instant a thought arrives that wants to be chewed on, that is your tortoise moment. You do not fight the anger. You quietly refuse the dwelling that would have fed it. It looks like almost nothing from the outside. A breath, a pause. You simply do not pick the thought up. You cannot stop the world from reaching your senses. The words still land. The sight still comes. What you withdraw is the second motion, the reaching back out toward it. The grip that turns a passing contact into something you now carry. That grip is what the tortoise pulls in. That first refusal is the one place in the whole chain where the choice is still yours. Withdraw the senses there, as the verse says, and there is no link 2, no link 3, and no anger waiting at the end to be controlled.
But let us be honest with each other. Sometimes you do not catch it early. Sometimes the feeling is already here, hot and loud, demanding that you do something right now. For that exact moment, Krishna gives Arjuna a different kind of strength. Matra sparshastu kaunteya, shitoshna sukha dukkada, agama paino anityastans, titikshasva bharata. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 14. The contact of the senses with the world brings heat and cold, pleasure and pain. These come and go, they do not last. Learn to endure them, Arjuna. They come and go. The urge to snap back is not a command you are required to obey. It is a wave. It rose on its own, and if you do not feed it, it will fall on its own. Think of the last time a driver cut you off and the heat that shot up through your chest. If you said nothing, by the next red light it was already gone, as if it had never happened. That is every reaction you have ever had. Enormous for a moment, then nothing, unless your own words hand it a longer life. Every reactive feeling carries a small lie folded inside it. The lie says it will last forever unless you act on it this very second. It will not. Left unfed, it rises, it reaches its peak, and it falls on its own, the way the verse says heat and cold come and then pass. Endure the wave, do not serve it. You are outlasting what was always going to pass on its own. And the practice is only this, to meet the next wave the same way, and the one after that, without ever handing them your words. And Arjuna asks the question you are probably asking too. What does such a person even look like? Krishna gives him a portrait. Prajahati yada kaman, sarvan parthamanogatan, atmanyevatmana tushtah, sthita prajnastadochyate. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 55. When a person lets go of all the cravings that rise up in the mind and is content within himself, by himself, then he is called one of steady wisdom. Content within himself, by himself. Read honestly, that is not a small thing Krishna is describing. In the very next verses he goes further. The one of steady wisdom is unshaken in sorrow, does not run after pleasure, and is free of attachment, fear, and anger. He neither leaps up when good fortune arrives, nor recoils when misfortune does. This is not a person who reacts a little less than you do. This is a person the world can no longer pull at. I would not pretend that is a state you reach by the weekend. It is the far summit of the same path you begin today, and the rishis held it up as a summit for a reason. But knowing that summit is real changes how you take the first step. And the climb is real, made one refused thought at a time. So here is the whole thing, in the plainest words I have. You were never going to win this fight at the moment you explode. That was never your battlefield. The real moment is much earlier and much quieter than you thought. It is the second something stings you and your mind leans in to keep pressing on the sore spot. That lean is the whole choice. You do not have to become a perfectly calm person overnight. And notice what today actually asks of you. It is not to feel nothing. That steadiness Krishna describes is a long way off, and it is not the step standing in front of you. The step in front of you is smaller. When the feeling comes, you do not have to obey it. You only have to catch one thought, one time, before it begins to circle. That is a small thing. And small things are the ones you can actually do. You will miss it often. That is fine. Every single time you catch it, even once, you have acted at link 1, while the rest of the world is still fighting at link 4. And link 1
is always, always yours.
Think back to Kaikeyi one last time. It was not one whisper. It was a thought repeated to her until she kept it as her own. Not a sudden rage, but a mind that entertained what it could have dismissed, until it became something that could not be undone. The chain that broke a kingdom is the exact same chain that quietly ruins your ordinary Tuesday. And it can be broken at the very first link, by anyone, in any moment, including you today. The next time something stings, do not brace for the anger. Just watch for the lean. That is the entire practice. Catch the first thought, and the rest is never built. If something here landed as true, sit quietly with the 60-second verse of the second chapter for a moment before you scroll on. And if someone you love keeps fighting their anger at the wrong end of the chain, pass this to them so they can find the beginning too.